Fala, meus amigos e minhas amigas, os faixa branca, faixa azul, faixa roxa, faixa marrom, faixa vermelha, faixa colorida, faixa preta. Vamos agora acompanhar algumas lutas da Gabi Garcia, essa monstro do jiu-jitsu. Vamos acompanhar algumas lutas da Gabi Garcia no jiu-jitsu. E é claro, se você gostar do vídeo, assista aos outros vídeos que tem no meu canal. Tem diversas lutas de jiu-jitsu, ensinamento de posições, enfim. Dá uma navegada aí, futuca meu YouTube aí, se inscreve no meu canal, deixa uma curtida no vídeo e principalmente um comentário. Preciso muito que você deixe um comentário nesse vídeo, galera, beleza? Então vamos junto, assista essa luta dessa fera, Gabi Garcia.
Wow, big collar drag for Gabrieli Pisania. And she scores 2. Gabrieli Pisania, one thing is that you will always see her team yelling and going crazy when she fights. The support she gets is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Wow, big positional control here, already close to the back, looking very calm too, Gabrieli is.
Yeah, and she should be feeding that collar. She could feed that collar to the right hand right now so that collar grips in. First
hook in. Now, a lot of people have a hard time attacking Gabi's back because they're not able to get both hooks in at the same time. But Gabrieli Pisania is someone who can do it because the length of her legs is in proportion to the rest of her body is incredible. The way that she figure 4 and body triangles people with such ease from the guard, from the back, from the mount, sometimes even on top, is pretty special and unique. So if anyone can do it, it's her.
She's going to keep going back, mount to the back. She's going to try a clock choke right now.
She wants the submission. You can see it.
Clock choke's coming on here. That might be it. Or if not, she's going to go back to the back. She could put the left hook in, try a 2-collar bow and arrow.
That big collar drag from Gabrieli Pisania. That is a technique we see her use a lot. Another person who's been very active on the AJP circuit while she wasn't able to get to the States too much, winning pretty much everything, including the World Pro. And it's not a surprise why. I mean, the fact that she is looking dominant this early on in a match with someone the caliber of Gabi is interesting. And interesting to see Gabi now grabbing her fingers together.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that too much before. She comes up, she's free, and now back to the feet. See, this is a very dangerous thing to do, to speak to the ref about an injury, because I have seen Gabi get DQ'd. I don't remember what year this was. I would believe it was a Pan Am final, and she spoke up about an injury to the referee, and the referee DQ'd her. We're going to review this collar drag in a second.
That might have been when it happened. You can't really tell, but she must have some sort of dislocated
collar drag. Wow, beautiful big takedown by Gabrieli Pisania. Incredible. Just the power she generates with that right hand, that lap pull style. Incredible.
I believe she's got a dislocated finger or fingers, and it might have been from that.
The first grip exchange,
throw,
I think, right?
That collar drag. She might have landed on her hand.
Well, the first time they went out of bounds, she said something about her finger.
Yeah, I think that's
that might have been what did it.
What happened. I believe that her finger was dislocated.
Oh, that might be why during the choke she went to. Oh yes,
right.
that doesn't look right.
Yeah, I think her finger was dislocated, and that's why she was trying to get it back into play. Maybe more than one finger.
Yeah, she was I was really wondering why she was grabbing her fingers while she was being choked, and she definitely was trying to adjust something there. Yeah, so I mean, the reason I bring up the thing about speaking to the ref, it's a real concern. She was DQ'd for that, I think, at the Pan Ams, like a long time ago. This is like in the 2000s,
I do remember.
But she, it's not to say that if you have a dislocated finger, you got to put some tape on it. But it's just you have to be strategic about the way, and this comes back to what referees have at least told me is speak to your opponent.
I'm not sure if that's what happened, but she's obviously having some real hard time.
One more slow-mo replay.
Are balling up, you can see.
Yeah, I don't think it was the throw when the fingers were hurt. I think it was the first time that they went out of bounds. Because that was when she first started complaining about her.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. She didn't hit the fingers there. It would have been before.
Yeah, so I think when they went out of bounds, it must have been on a grip break. Like sometimes those can be really nasty when you have a strong collar grip and they pop them off.
Yep.
Yeah, I've definitely hurt my fingers doing that. Not quite to this level, but she definitely looks like she's in a lot of pain. She'll continue though. There's a 7:45 left on the clock, and all right, so we're back in here. Wow, big guard pull to an elevation by Gabrieli, but not enough to score. And one of the things to know about Gabrieli Pisania is she might be one of the most composed competitors under pressure that we see.
Yep.
You know, no matter what is going on, it actually reminds me of how we talk about Buchecha, Leandra Lowe, kind of the classic, like, doesn't really matter what's on the scoreboard. They find a way to win in the end. We've seen that a lot from Gabi, because Gabrieli has a lot of close matches with Yara where she scores in the end of the match and ends up winning, and matches like that against Nacheli de Jesus, who she started beating, and she's, you know, open class world champion. Nacheli is incredible. Gabrieli started beating her as a brown belt in AJP because the brown and black belt women are combined, and that was when we really saw how powerful Gabrieli Pisani was about to be on the black belt scene. Anyone beating Nacheli was a big deal.
Yeah.
So very high caliber. She is not in this tournament right now. She just had a baby last week.
Congratulations to them.
Which is so exciting.
Yeah, it's great.
So I'm sure she's watching here, getting ready to make her return, excited probably. Wow, so now we see some big top heavy control from Gabi. So this could be a turn. This could be a turn in the division, or sorry, in the match for sure. We also have another exciting match going on between Bia Mesquita and Margot Ciccarelli, with Bia losing by 1 penalty right now, 7:20 left, and that's on mat 5. So just keep your eyes and ears open if you see them in the background. Too many great matches to look at right now. But we got to stick to Gabi and Gabrieli. This is really incredible now to see Gabi kind of changing the tide of the match. So now she's on top. So will she be able to go behind or capitalize from this top position and be patient and take her time and kind of use the advantage that she has? Or will Gabi Pisania, which we're seeing now, be able to step up and kind of either regain her guard, she has an incredible guard, or come back to the standing to the top position to defeat? Mat 7 has the featherweight division going strong. We got Gabby McComb and Michelle dos Santos Oliveira, followed soon by Chloe McNally and Elizabeth Clay, which is a great match in the medium heavy division. Followed by Anna Carolina Baby, so a lot of, and Bia Basilio, Larissa Campos. Definitely don't go anywhere. We're going to be jamming for a while here on some of these matches. Yeah, this is a little more typical of what we see from Gabi Garcia, where she's able to get to these front headlock positions and kind of wear her opponents down. She'll go for some collar attacks here. Might start attacking a little bit of a guillotine. And the goal for here, when you're in this front headlock position, you have basically 2 options. You have the option to attack submissions from here, like front headlocks, chokes, guillotines, or you have the crucifix, or you have the opportunity to go behind and start to attack the back. So those are really the 2 things that you're going to look at when you're in Gabi's position on top. Whereas Gabrieli Pisania either wants to break free of the hands and come up, which it looks like she's trying to do now, or recover the guard, which is what she ended up doing by sitting through and recovering to the closed guard here. So there won't be any points awarded for that because it was a guard recovery from a front headlock. It wasn't a cleaner takedown by Gabi on top. So now we're reset in the closed guard. 5 minutes to go in this semifinals match.
Gabrieli already feeding that lapel around. Yep. Probably going to invert a little bit if she goes underneath. Watch. Gabi Garcia's got to watch triangles and omoplatas here if Gabrieli continues to invert and free that left leg.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, it's interesting to see that Gabi hasn't tried to stand up and pass yet, but at the same time, we know that Pisania has that lapel underneath with the right hand, and so if she does stand up, it's very easy for her to start to off-balance Gabi, right? So Gabi might start to look at breaking that first. We know Gabi likes Sao Paulo-style passing as well, so she may be looking to see when she's able to sprawl back. Hard to do that with Gabi's left foot so active, which she uses to come on top, and that is a very dangerous game to play for Gabi because that was very close to a reap, and if you reap, you will be DQ'd.
Yep. She was able to do very nicely, get between the legs and come up and into a very good attacking position here now.
Comes up for the 2 and then also the 4, and now we see her back in the mounted position going for the gift wrap, which will either lead to some submissions or it could potentially lead to the back again, which she initially got to earlier in the match.
Right.
with 3:20 left, a 12-point lead. Very, very dominant. Yeah, so potentially what we could see is another rematch between Gabi Pisania and Yara Suarez. In on a nice choke here. Looks like this could be the finish. This could be it right here.
Arm Ezekiel.
Really getting some good extension now, Gabi, and it's looking pretty tight.
She's giving a thumbs up.
Using her left foot to push on the hip is an interesting detail.
But this one gets tight over time. If she's got it right, you know, it gets tight over time.
She gives up 4 more points too for that back.
Right now, Gabi.
With this position too, you can just apply so much pressure with the hips. And there is the tap from Gabi Garcia. Wow. Incredible win from Gabi Pisania. She will be in the finals of the Super Heavy in her first Black Belt World Championships. Definitely a clash of generations here we're seeing today.
All right,
the legend and
Gabi Garcia in the white, Karina Santi in the blue.
So I noticed yesterday when Gabi was, I forgot who, Jessica Flowers, I think. And every time Gabi would get some really good grips, Jessica would work herself over to the edge, and they would go out of bounds, and then come back in, and she'd get a
reset.
Reset with the grips. And I was just imagining what it must feel like to have Gabi Garcia grab your collar. Like, you know, how do you break that?
Yeah.
You know, if she gets a good collar grip, it's probably going to be impossible to break.
Yep.
Even for me.
Yep.
You know, even for a loop out of bounds.
Yep, not a bad strategy.
And it's amazing how quick Gabi can move.
Oh yeah, she's very athletic. Yep. And that's where it'll be interesting in the open weight how Nachiali fares with Gabi, because she fought Tayani before, but. So we'll see how she's able to use that experience and maybe.
All right, and this will be Nachi's first time facing it with Gabi, right?
Yes.
Because basically, Gabi hasn't competed since Nachi's been a black belt.
Yeah. Yep.
I would have liked to have seen Bianca Basilio against Gabi.
Did?
Oh wow.
Yeah, that.
Jeez.
She really whipped her down. Careful on the shoulder injuries can happen on that type of thing. Fell on his and dislocated his shoulder.
Gabi had the sleeve, right?
Yeah. Gabi, that right-handed grip on the top there.
Does Gabi usually shoot? Does she shoot singles or doubles, or is
usually
it more
she snaps
them
down? Yeah, she can get them moving in a way that it's hard for them to recover. I believe. Get the chest out in front of the feet and most people down.
I think the sweep single is a great way to attack.
Cutbacks if they start to square up, and you can get back up to your feet if it doesn't go your way.
In my experience, if you grab someone's collar, a same side collar grip, and you pull them into you step back, you pull them into you pull, and then you step to the opposite side and swing yourself on the collar. You force them to at least put their hands on the mat.
Yeah.
If they don't want to hit the mat, they got to put their hands on the mat. And this opens up the leg.
Yep.
If they sprawl, a lot of times they end up flat on their belly.
Yep.
If they post the hands on the mat, you're clear to go to the back.
Yep.
You know, you just got to make that transition pretty quick.
Yeah, those attacks like that, sweep single, collar drags, arm drags, stuff like that can get you out to the side.
Right.
Instead of directly in front of a larger opponent. Yeah.
But I can imagine it's difficult even to make a good grip on Gabi, right? Because she's just tall.
Yep.
She's tall. Her arms are longer. Her legs are longer. But look, if she can get, okay, so this is good. Putting Gabi on bottom is very good.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't put her on bottom. She pulled, but.
Yep. And now it's to make sure she does not overcommit her weight towards her left side, because you can get rolled to that left side. And you got to be very mindful of Kimuras here. So.
Oh yeah. If she gets a Kimura grip, that would be it.
Deep halves and Kimuras, just because deep half presents the problem, because there's too much weight coming back over, it can off balance you. There's the deep half, and that's what too much weight.
Wow. Yep.
You know, there's too much size difference there. When deep half goes, really can create movement. So. Santi looking for omoplata, which is what we talked about earlier about
that's the way
good
to go.
attacks. Yeah,
that's the way to go, man.
Yeah.
Anyone who's more than 2 weight classes bigger than me, I'm looking for omoplatas.
Yeah.
For one, I'm not looking to be on bottom, period. But if you are, omoplata is the way to go.
Yeah. Santi has a grip of the lapel under the leg. And that cross collar trying to generate some, see that grip under there?
Squid guard.
Yeah. That's the squid guard.
Yeah. Her leg is inside the lapel.
Yes.
Her right leg? Yeah, that's squid guard. So Gabi's doing well to stay down.
There she can create that angle. She got it.
Yeah, that's a squid guard, yeah. So she can feed in the daily hiva from the backside. I don't even know what it's called. When you set the daily hook from behind the hamstring.
Oh, now it's trouble for Santi. If she's got to move there. She can't stay. She can post the foot on the cross hip and then sit back to the guard, get back to her guard. But so that right foot can come back to this towards Gabi's left side and get her back into the guard. Oh, yeah, she should be looking to get into the guard. Sliding into the guard would be a good idea. Not half guard.
Right.
Guard.
And Gabi doesn't have a seatbelt, no?
There's the half guard. And she may have
she has
a collar here.
She's definitely pulling a collar across her face. I can't see it, but definitely it's happening.
Yeah. Half guard is risky because this is where the American lock usually comes. Gabi usually can get Americana from here. Half guard and cross side. So Santi's going to want a 2-on-1, that cross face right there.
Oh, this is the worst.
Yeah.
When you get your arm pinned across your chest like this and they hug your head.
And you're tired.
Oh, my God. It's like a pec crusher. It crushes your pec.
Yeah.
She's going to pass. She passed him out. It's a tough situation.
Yep.
Basically, you have to give your back to take away that pressure.
Yeah, and she tapped.
She tapped.
Yep.
Or yeah.
So Gabi Garcia is back in action.
I heard this debate in the past year or so.
Yeah.
I'd say last year is the last time I heard it. It's a nonsense debate.
Yeah.
People always say, oh, like Keenan. Keenan has like a very sporty jiu-jitsu style, right? But Keenan can blast double anybody anytime he wants.
Yeah.
Exchanged some words yesterday at the press conference. Levy was very critical of Garcia, asking why she skipped the weigh-ins, why she got special treatment compared to the rest of the competitors. They all had to weigh in. And, well, it got pretty heated there for a moment.
Yeah, it certainly did. So I don't know if that'll have anything. I'm sure they're both professionals.
Well, I don't know, to be honest. I think that's going to fire them out. I'll be honest. You know, I think that Amanda poked the bear there because, you know, the Gabi is a dangerous competitor at the best of times, but you really want to piss her off?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's. And unless that's a good ploy, waste some energy, open some holes. I think Amanda's going to have to find some angles here. Single's a good option if she can get to that single on her feet rather than either a low sweeping single or a single on the feet to get some weight into that other leg.
To be honest, it is a good question, actually. That were the mind games that Levy was instigated, I should say, yesterday at the press conference. The trash talk and you know, calling her out for her behavior, is that all part of the strategy? Is she trying to rile Gabi up? Is she trying to get her to come forward, to take risks and to maybe come after her in a way that she wouldn't otherwise? Is it all part of the plan? Let's find out.
Yeah, fighting with aggression and anxiety, stress, feelings, emotion is not typically a good idea, at least for very long. I mean, you get tired that way. It's a good way to get tired.
Garcia actually, if anything, kind of baiting Levy to come forward and to come in. And using that height advantage, of course. Gabi's walking around about 6'2", compared to Levy, who is only 5'6".
I like what Amanda's doing here by keeping her head free. It's a big, big deal. Like, keep your head free. Allows for that single that she's going for. Can't shoot very well when someone's on your collar tie. So she's doing a great job of keeping her head free.
The one thing to mention about Levy as well is that she has experience of fighting in MMA. Now, one thing that MMA fighters, a good MMA fighters are good at is circling out of danger and, you know, staying with off the fence and using that lateral footwork to good effect. And I feel like that's something that Levy has been employing so far in this match. Instead of simply running backwards and allowing Garcia to rush her, she's cutting angles.
Yeah, she is. She's doing a great job of circling around, getting an angle. Look at this.
This is interesting. We've seen Garcia go, okay, let's take it to the mat.
Yeah.
Let's play some jiu-jitsu.
And this is a big deal here right now, to be honest. Look at that.
On the back, hooks in, Amanda Levy arm around the neck
It's
as
on.
well.
It's on. That's it.
She's got the
That's it.
full rear naked choke grip, arm underneath the neck, around the neck, arm underneath the chin. But Gabi Garcia has got both hands pulling down on that arm. Her face does change. It's changing color. It's going a deep shade of red here. She could be in trouble here, Sean. We could see a submission.
Yeah, Amanda needs to bridge now. So oftentimes with this rear naked strangle, people forget that she's out. So they forget to bridge. And I think that's what really was the deciding factor. As you mentioned, how she had two hands in there, but Amanda wasn't bridging. She needs to extend the back, which makes basically you slip the hands, and she just wasn't bridging enough.
But Amanda Levy using that speed to take Garcia's back. Now this is dangerous because Garcia is shaking Levy off, is managing to scrape her off her back, and now is in top position, and this is a bad spot to be. Gabi Garcia, known for her incredible strength and pressure. Ball sweep from Levy, puts her back on top.
Wow. Textbook tripod sweep. And right back on top. I mean, hats off to Gabi. I thought she was completely done there on the rear naked. Amanda's going to get a second chance here.
That's possibly the deepest submission I think I've ever seen somebody have on Gabi Garcia.
Yeah.
We could see her face changing color in front of us, and yet she just gritted her teeth and she fought her way out. It just goes to show that Gabi, yes, she's big, yes, she's strong, but do not underestimate her jiu-jitsu at times.
That's right. Stay perfectly calm. And Amanda now looking to open, maybe sneak a knee in the middle.
This close guard, this guard position is not something that we're particularly accustomed to seeing Garcia use. But again, looking for the guard pass now. Levy backing up. But if I was Levy, man, I want to keep that pressure on. I wouldn't want to give Garcia any opportunity to stand up.
Yeah, I mean, she did a good job of lifting the feet up last time, so.
And the judges are favoring the blue corner. That is no surprise whatsoever at this stage in this match. That deep submission attempt that Levy is currently, the judges would say, winning this match. But hey, there's still 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, there is, and I think Amanda's got to be careful here to not spend too much energy or get too excited about what's going on. I think the momentum is in her factor. Lifting up the feet, getting underneath the legs, turning Gabi's worked well the first time. The knee cut is open here if she can step in the middle and get an underhook.
So Amanda Levy training in New Jersey. Oh, diving Kimura attack there from Levy. A bold attack, one might say.
Yeah.
It's pretty flashy, but against somebody like Garcia, I'd say pretty high risk as well.
It is. She did a good job to at least get back to the top there and not get reversed off that rolling Kimura. Good. Again, she's doing a wonderful job of keeping the collar tie free. Gabi Needs to get under on a leg now.
Interesting to see Gabi deciding, you know what, let's take this back down to the mat here. You know, she wants Levy to come at her, and I think that is the supreme confidence that comes with being a 4-time ADCC champion, right?
Yeah.
Gabi Garcia is just like, you know what, bring it down to the mat. Let's get some jiu-jitsu going. I don't mind if you attack. She wants that.
Yeah. Let's see if Gabi has any. Yeah, she's trying to get on the leg here. Probably looking to wrestle up. But Amanda doing a good job of keeping that pressure, which keeps Gabi's back. She has to return her back to the floor.
Well, Gabi Garcia is the most accomplished athlete in this division. Amanda Levy currently unranked due to the fact that it's been focusing very much so on a budding MMA career. But let's not forget the fact that in 2019 she won the ADCC trials. She is an ADCC World Championships veteran, having qualified for that tournament by way of a very impressive performance there in Los Angeles back in early 2019. But now back into the pure submission grappling arena and training out of Philadelphia. There's another guard pass attempt for Levy, going through and around onto the back.
She needs to come up to the mount here, otherwise she's going to get reversed. Like Gabi could get onto there, she does. At least returns to the top there. Once the back's on the ground, you got to get back up to the top. She did so well. And
getting a huge pop from the crowd as well. Every time Amanda puts Gabi in a bad spot, the crowd, well, they are going wild here. And I think that speaks volumes, not to necessarily support of one athlete over another, but as much as anything, they love seeing good jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely. Gabi in deep half guard now. Probably still afford to move the leg up just a little bit more, a little closer to her head. So she's bring her knees towards us here, towards the camera, and then slide that leg up over the shoulder. She's trying to get there. Now she can come on the single.
Look at that movement from Amanda Levy. So quick and right in the positions, but Garcia, very, very smart, coming straight into this pressure passing position. Although she's a little danger here. She's got one arm in, one arm out, but other people have tried triangling Gabi Garcia and failed.
Yeah, it can be dangerous. Yeah, but now she's getting a better angle here. She could whip the legs up now. She's got a very good angle. The arms cross her body. She could do it, and it would definitely be a bigger task for Gabi to get out. She's electing to go back to close guard.
2 arms in, out of danger now. Trying to knock Gabi Garcia down, but
Gabi up, doing a good job of keeping the hands on the insides. Probably look to walk her arms up, and then that's it, open. Amanda dropping down, keeping the legs on the inside. Again, looking for that tripod. Here comes a triangle again. She's got her arm in, head arm here. Grabs the bicep. She's got to get to her bicep, but Gabi's done a good job of tucking her head. If she can get Gabi a bit lower, there's where that triangle could come on. Right now, Gabi's a little high.
Still, judges favor Amanda Levy as we come into the final 5 minutes of this match so far.
Gabi looking to open there. Now she's going to be looking for the Sao Paulo pass. So.
Levy trying to make sure that she keeps that distance, but Garcia now putting on the pressure from this half guard position. Can Levy get back to safety here? Because so far she's done a good job from bottom of keeping Garcia away and balancing her when she's tried coming forward, but the further forward that Gabi Garcia gets, the more pressure that she puts on.
Yeah, you can see Amanda has this left hand inside there. It's just a bit low. It needs to be up by her, basically covering her eye. we call this a shoehorn, and you just got to get that hand a little higher. So her chin is up, which is not necessarily a good thing because it lets that cross-face shoulder get in there. She's doing a good job of keeping frames in and under Gabi. There she does. Now she's got her hands in a good place, so she's not going to get Kimura'd as long as her arms mind her P's and Q's under this top armpit. But she also, Gabi is slowly working that knee free. Now she's got that shoulder pressure there. Amanda should work her hands up underneath in between the shoulder and the face. Amanda's arms are still in good position. Even if Gabi passes, they're going to still be in good position. See if Gabi backsteps here. It's there. And singles. Amanda is definitely thinking about a single right now. She's got to move Gabi forward a little bit. And to be real, if Gabi actually slides the foot out, it's actually better for Amanda if Amanda can get right to where the foot connects to the ankle. And that's really what she's looking to do. And it looks like a very weak single, but you can get right up on people. Really torques the knee and the hip. So. I don't think that was a bad move by Gabi to actually put her knee back in that moment. Since she's not backstepping, really got rid of that single attempt. And it's coming up again. It's going to be an arm-in guillotine versus single here, but as long as Amanda can keep that knee in front of her, she's got to keep that knee in front of her. Gabi really would like to put that right shoulder on the mat. There, she's done it. She put the right shoulder on the mat, you can get your knee free in an arm-in guillotine. Only a minute 30, Hal.
Yeah, you know, you got to think that even though that Gabi Garcia has been in control this latter part of the match, that she hasn't had a significant submission attack. She hasn't had a significant period of time in any strong positional control. And it could well be that Amanda Levy's rear naked choke and back control earlier in the match. And here's another attempt at the back. This could be enough with a minute left. If she another attack on the rear naked choke, she could get this, Sean.
Now let's see if she bridges and turns. She's got to bridge and turn the elbow. That right elbow needs to go over that right shoulder with a bridge, and she'll get that finishing power. The hands are in there. She's got to bridge a little bit. There's the bridge. There's the bridge. That's different. Now she's got a bridge.
This is close. There is 40 seconds left in this match here. Gabi Garcia manages to get the arm out from underneath the chin, but it's still working here.
Let's see if Amanda can strip the hand off with the right hand, lock it in, and bridge. Got a hand fight. The right hand could go peel off that hand that's grabbing the wrist and then reestablish that strangle. So right hand could come out for Amanda, push down that near wrist. Again, gets through. She should use that left hand to strip that hand down. I mean, really, she's not going to be able to, she's not going to have to do anything, Hal, to get that decision.
Look at that, a little showboat in here. In the last 10 seconds, Amanda Levy knows she's got this in the bag. On the judges' scorecards, I think that this is a pretty clear-cut win for Amanda Levy. An upset in the opening rounds of the Who's Number One Championship Women's Heavyweight Division. Well, of course, we do have to go to the scorecards for the official decision, but Sean, I would be very surprised if this went any way other than in favor of Amanda Levy.
Agree, 100%. I think that wrestling really made a difference on how this match played out.
Can you believe the plus 375 underdog had such a rousing performance? Let's see what the official decision is.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by unanimous decision and making her way to the semifinals, Amanda
Unanimous decision
Levy.
in favor of Amanda Levy here at the Who's Number One Championships, who goes through into the first of the semifinals to take place
later tonight. And look at that animated performance there. I mean, Gabi Garcia, she came out, she put on a great show, but Amanda Levy